I'm gonna go ahead and say that most people are introverts. Every time I hear discussions about introverts and extroverts, I usually hear people talking about how much they hate people and are afraid of talking. Or maybe it's because all the introverts are talking about it on the internet and the extroverts are actually out there extroverting. But either way, I usually see more introverts than extroverts. So you ain't special. However, I don't mean to brag, but I think I'm the most introverted introvert of them all. That's right, I'm more socially inept than you. Suck it! Now, okay, I know that's not something to brag about. It actually disrupts my life. A lot. So, I don't have many friends. Huh, loser. Hey, you, shut up. I'm the girl that stays at home by herself all day and messages her internet friends, which for me are easier to have because I don't actually have to talk to them. I'm being serious, I'm so close with my internet friends because the barrier of interacting with other humans verbally is lifted. Anyway, anytime I would hang out with people in real life, I always have this horrible pit in my stomach and I just don't talk. Which, yes, I know that's how you don't get friends, but remember the title of this video says I'm the most introverted introvert to ever introvert, so it's hard for me, okay? Anyway, after I'm done hanging out with a human via not the internet, I always want to immediately go home and be left alone. Like, as soon as I would wake up from a sleepover, I would text my parents to go immediately because I cannot handle dealing with people. It got to the point where I would preemptively text my parents the night before to get me at a set time so I could wake up immediately and leave the house without sitting there and having to make sounds with my mouth in a communicative manner with a human for 20 minutes. I avoid going to social events like the plague. I legit thought about skipping VidCon because I didn't want to have to interact with that many people. However, I'm glad I went because I ended up getting recognized like a million times and it was cool to meet y'all. Of all the humans, I hate you the least. But speaking of VidCon, a group of us animators went to the beach and I, against everything in my mind screaming not to go, went. They were actually at a specific spot on the beach that took me like 45 minutes to find. And the whole time I was panicking because I felt like I was taking way too much time to get there and they all hated me and gosh, I'm the worst. Anyway, I eventually got there, and after I said hi to everyone, I thought things were going fine until my brain was like, hey, start feeling uncomfortable. Now. When I say I didn't talk to anyone, I'm not exaggerating. I mean, I would talk to people if they would talk to me, but I felt like every conversation fell flat, and I just couldn't do it. I mainly stood in the water by myself, then sat on the beach on my phone on the verge of a panic attack the entire time. I couldn't get out of my head the whole time, and I felt sick to my stomach seeing how much fun everyone was having without me. So what did little old cat do? I left. Without telling anyone. Without a word. Because I figured no one would even notice me being gone. On a more serious note, I actually suffer from severe anxiety that I have to take medication for. It helps to an extent, but nothing is going to stop me from having a panic attack because I'm in a group of people. I really wish there was an easy fix, but sadly there's not. Panic attacks and constant worry is something that I have to deal with every single day of my life, and there's not much I can do. I remember one time I was in the store and I wanted to find something. My friend was like, just go and ask someone. And my heart started racing because even the thought of talking to someone made me that nervous. My friend actually made fun of me after I explained that I was scared. Just a little tip to anyone out there, don't make fun of people for anxiety. Just makes us feel like crap. A fun fact about me, I absolutely slay at public speaking. I know, surprising, but for some reason I'm able to talk in front of a crowd and come across like I know what I'm doing. I mean, I'm always on the verge of crying and my hands shake, but I can do it. My school used to have these things called speech meets, and if I remember correctly, I got district gold medal every single year. Another fun fact about me, I have no memory of ever doing these speeches. I'm not kidding. I think my brain repressed it in a little ball of anxiety and wanting to throw up because try as I might, I can't remember a single speech I did. I guess I just hated verbally communicating to a large audience that much. I know it seems as weird that I'm this introverted considering I make videos that literally hundreds of thousands of people watch. And you're right. But don't think it's easy for me either. I mentioned this in my video about anxiety, but I literally start shaking every time I upload because I'm convinced everyone's gonna hate it and by extension hate me. I obsessively check the video and it stresses me out so much that I just can't talk to people for a few hours after I upload. Don't get me started on people who play my videos in front of me. There's one kid, let's call him Jerk. So one day in art class, Jerk started to play my video in front of me and I told him that I have panic attacks when people do that and if he could just not, it would be great. And you know what Jerk did? He played it even louder and made fun of me so that the entire classroom of people could hear, and I got so freaked out that I ran out of the room and had a panic attack in the bathroom. I hate Jerk. Don't you? He's the worst. Once again, people like him and the girl who made fun of me in the store baffle me. Why would you intentionally and knowingly make fun of a huge insecurity someone has on purpose? That'd be like if I went up to someone with a unicorn horn who was ashamed of said unicorn horn and I constantly pointed it out to them with the goal of making that person feel bad. It's not cool. So yeah, I'm pretty introverted. I avoid confrontation and social interaction like the plague. Are any of you like this? Let me know. And to all my extroverts out there, how? Thank you for listening to me suffer.